Good morning. Hello, everyone. We'll give it just there's already 4 of you here. I hope I'm not late. All right. We're going to play with the peonies today. I think that's how you pronounce them. I've heard them pronounced a couple of different ways, but fun, right? Very nice. They're so pretty. I also wanted to show you some flowers too that I had made. Just playing with the set because it's a really fun set. Hi, Janet. Hi, Kelly. Good morning, Diane. Good morning, guys. So, okay, let's talk about just a couple of things that are going on here. First, this is my Happy Crafting Card Kit class. Good morning, Brenda. For the month of June, you get 2 of each card. It's just $25. The shipping's included. You get enough material to make 2 of each card, including envelopes. These are the 4 cards. There's 4, so you get to make 8 cards. Good morning, Judith. That's the second one. And I used the embossing folder here. That's so cute with the dandelions. And then right there. So 2 of each, it's just $25. Okay. If you are a customer of mine, a downline, or a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, these are the free card kits for this month. I have to say, I'm running low on this bumblebee right here. So that it'll still, hi Jane, or Jana. It'll still be bumblebee. Good morning, Susan, but it might be a different pattern than the polka dots, okay? Good morning, Sandra. On this one, just on this one, I just might have to change the pattern paper because I ordered 6 of these to do everything with, and I am already on my 4th. So but I'm going to keep going with the polka dots, but I just wanted you guys to know you'll still get the bumblebee, but it might not be the polka dots, okay, on that. So Paper Pumpkin subscribers, downlines, and anyone who, good morning, Hope. Good morning, Julie. Oh, you guys are new. Thank you for stopping by. So you get these free card kits from me if you place an order, are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber or a downline. Speaking of downlines, Paper Pumpkin Stampin' Up has a special. If you purchase the starter kit for $99, you get $125 worth of product. Hi, Jeanette. Then you get to pick a free bundle, a full bundle, guys. Like you could get this right here, the peonies, the bundle, not the suite, but you could get the bundle for free. Okay. And if you join my team, I have a special Facebook group, private Facebook group for us called My Happy Crafting Corner. I do videos every week there, and we communicate on there also as demonstrators. And basically, we just have fun and craft. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning, everyone. Aren't we going to have fun today? Okay, so now that we've got all that out of the way, I am very, very busy mailing out paper shares. Half of them went out yesterday. The other half will go out between today and tomorrow. And then, of course, all of the card kits and everything. By Friday, my goal is by Friday, everything is in the mail. Okay, so that's good. Now, I have to show you this. On Sunday, I made this card right here. And I love this peony. I love this. I'll show you the dies in the kit in just a minute to make this with. And so look that video up and I show you how to make that. I put Wink of Stella around the edges right here. But last night, I have to keep playing with this. I made this one. This is out of Purple Posy. And because you guys can't get the Purple Posy ink pad, I have a Purple Posy ink pad, but I just thought that I would highlight it with Highland Heather. Oh, sorry, that was my daughter calling. Yes, I'm live. Okay. So let me get on here live. Somebody will call, text, something, whatever. Anyway, so I made this flower last night and I Wink of Stella the entire thing. Look at how gorgeous that is. And I highlighted with Highland Heather and I highlighted front and back, I decided. I don't know if it really makes a difference or not. to tell you the truth. Now, I realized last night that anything, thank you, Jeanette or Janet, anything that's loose needs to be curled towards you after you get it. You know, because like this was my first one and we're learning. So I'm learning right here. But anything that's loose, just pull it towards you just a little bit. Okay? Just you can even do it with your fingers, especially after the Wink of Stella was on here. I had an even easier time of kind of bending the paper. You have to bend it at first, but see, like I even did the backs just so that I might get a little shading in here, but I'm not really sure if it makes a difference or not. So I just wanted to inform you guys of that. I love the purple. Yes, I do. I do. Like I said, it's purple posy with a sponge dauber with Highland Heather. Okay, so here's this card, right? I just wanted to show this to you. And then if this was this, that gives it a totally different look. The same thing. And then I would do this in like purple posy here. But oh my goodness, isn't that wonderful? Good morning, Nancy. So a really fun way to use those dies. Let's look at those dies again. They're very wonky looking. I had to see a video because I was like, what are these for? But here they are and they fit in together. It's these four. Let me move this down. And let me show you how this would go. It's four, okay, just like this. And I fit smallest into largest, put them together, then into this one, then there into that. I found that that was the easiest way for me to do it. Some people are going from largest to smallest, okay? And always remember this little wonky part down here at the bottom on all four of them fit together like a puzzle. See how they're all right here at the bottom, all four of them. And they fit together like a puzzle. And that's how you know that you're in the proper position to get this up here looking good. So just a little bit about that, just in case you missed the video the other day. Let's see, that would be Sunday. So wonderful. Okay, now there's dies in here for everything. I've used every bit of everything here. I've used everything here except for this flower, only because I haven't gotten to use it yet. And there's even a die cut for that. There's die cuts here, and for these leaves. I just absolutely love that part of this set that, you know, I'm not a fussy cutter. Just not a fussy cutter. So I look for things that I can cut out. Okay, so here's our card. Our base is 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. It opens like this. If you don't like this type of opening, you can of course do the 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, and it will open like a book. You would still use the same dimensions, okay? Just it will just open a different way. So, but it'll still decorate the outside of the card like this. And so here's the inside of the card. And these I ran through the Big Shot, and we're going to do that. And now the inside is petal pink, 5 by 3 3/4, regular whisper white, 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. Our outside piece, I have black at 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And then I use this gorgeous designer series paper, which I used here in this card also. And you know, see what it's perfect for different looks, that gray background. I just love that. And so that piece is 5 1/4 by 4. Then this little piece of designer series paper right here is 1 1/2 by 4. It's just the other side. It is just the other side of this gray, is that beautiful petal pink. I ran a piece of white through a rectangular stitched die right here, and we'll stamp on that. And then I also cut these out. This is a die that is in the die set of the prize peonies. And I also used this on Sunday, and it makes me think of, I bracketed it in like this on Sunday. Let me show you that. Wait, here. Let me just show you. Okay, and that made me think of a stage. I don't know why. Like, it just made me think of the curtain on a stage. So that's what I did there. But now today, we're going to do it in white. We're going to turn it the other way, and all of a sudden, it becomes a wonderful decorative element for that. So let's go ahead and start. And we're going to do some coloring with some blends and some die cutting. So we're busy this morning. We're busy, girls. Busy, busy. Let's go ahead and let's see. What should we do first? Let's go ahead and do the inside first. So here's our Whisper White. And your sweet friendship refreshes the soul is what I'm going to stamp in Calypso Coral. Hi, Patricia. Good morning. Good morning. I love this set. You know, I don't know. I love flowers. I really do. Love flowers to put on cards. Your sweet friendship refreshes the soul right there in Calypso Coral. And let me just bring in the catalog just for a second here. And the whole suite is on page 82. So if you liked everything and even wanted to get the square vellum, that square vellum is adorable. You can just use this one number right here, 154129, and you get everything down here. The bundle at the prize peony bundle at 10% off, the square vellum, the designer series paper, the elegant faceted gems, the dainty diamonds embossing folder. I love that. And the shimmer ribbon. I haven't even used that yet, and it's wonderful. But it is, I love to order the suites now because I know I get everything that I want to embellish with. Everything I want to do to make pretty with, I've got it. Okay, let me get a a piece of scrap paper right here. And let's see, I think I use gray granite for these little diamonds then on the edges right here. So it's this stamp right here. And I just kind of make a little corner of it. And I let it overlap and just kind of in like a little semicircle there in the corner. I might come out just a little bit. And it can overlap, like I say, because we're going to add our little flower there. Now I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing. Just kind of making a nice little semicircle there. And it doesn't matter if there's a blank right here because the flower is going to cover it. Okay, we're going to leave that just like that for right now. Cute. It's almost like, to me, it's almost like the flowers are climbing up like a trellis. To me, that's what that is. That's what I'm going for. Okay, so let's move this out of the way. And let's go ahead and bring in just a little scrap piece of Whisper White and some Tuxedo Memento black ink because we're going to color. And this little peony right here with the leaves coming out of it is so pretty. We want to stamp 2 of these in the black. And I'm going this way just to be frugal with the paper so that I could get my 2 cuts out of a piece of scrap paper, guys. Scrap. Okay. Love that, right? Let me close this before I wind up having my fingers in it because we can always open it back up, right? All right, here's our 2 little peonies, and I'm going to do them in Calypso Coral, and I'm going to do the little leaves out here in just some light old olive. No shading on this out here because Stampin' Up! Kind of put that black in there for us, and I think it's enough for me. You guys, if you want a little bit more, go ahead. Ooh, it might be time to get a new old olive. Kind of went outside the lines there. Remember, now none of the blends have retired. What's retired from the blends is that they don't sell them separately, so you have to buy the combo. Let me get my little eraser here. I might use that nib tip on the next one. This is a color lifter, and what it does is actually push the color back into your project there, almost like erasing your mistake where you've gone outside the lines. Yeah, I think it's time for a new tip on that. Okay, so we use the nib tip because it's tighter. Might get a little bit of a darker color, but that's okay too. Just like that. I'm not watching the comments right now because I'm coloring. Let's see. Okay, we're good. I'm going to come back up here and just add a little bit to that. Okay, just like that. Now, we're going to use Calypso Coral. And there's two ways to do this. And I'm going to do good morning, Roxanne. I'm going to do each flower a different way. The first way is to take the light Calypso Coral, okay, color the entire flower. I like to get my outline and my edges, like my fussiness of it. Sometimes I like to do that first, then go to the inside. Or sometimes I do one petal at a time. Doesn't matter. So this is fast, you know, it just kind of really fills in quite nicely and fast. But then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and get wild in the inside here because no edges. If I see any parts that I've missed, I'm just going back and touching those up a little bit. There we go. Okay, now that's beautiful. Okay, absolutely gorgeous. But we need a little shading, okay? So where Stampin' Up! Has put the dark areas of the flower, go ahead and take your dark color. Whoop, not the nib tip for sure. The brush tip. Okay, of the darker color. This is dark Calypso Coral. And now just come in and accent into the dark. Just by adding just a little bit of this darker color in there. Just like that. Just wherever you see it a little bit dark. Just give it a little touch, okay? Maybe a little bit more right here. Okay. Now I'm going to take my light and I'm going to come back in. Hi, Karen. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, Karen, thank you very much for joining live today. Today is our first time catching this. So now I go back in with my light and I'm going over everything again. And what that's doing is giving it a little bit deeper color, along with shading those darker areas that you've just put down. Okay? As you look, can you see this side to this side? Let me hold this up. Get this down here. Let me hold this up. See this side of the flower to that side. Okay, just by going back over it, it's allowing the ink to reactivate, and then it just blends. It just kind of bleeds into itself. That's the glory of the alcohol markers, because I am not an artist whatsoever. And really the product does the work for you. So isn't that beautiful? Just like that. So there's a way right there to do your highlighting, okay? The next way to do your highlighting, take your dark marker right here, and now we're first going to go in to the darker areas with the dark marker. And we're going to go ahead and put all of this darker color down first. And I'm just dabbing it where I see what Stampin' Up! Has done for me. Okay? Just like that. What a mess, right? That's what it looks like. What a mess. Okay. But now we're going to take the lighter one and we're going to go over top of everything now and going into that ink and pulling out and allowing it just to blend as we go right here. So there's a couple of ways to get the shading, and it doesn't matter. It all depends on kind of the look that you are going for. This is more of a very, very blended look. And this is more of, you can really see the highlights. If you know, that's the way that I look at it. Like here, you can really see the highlights are darker. Just gonna come in that way. Come around. Okay, now I'm gonna go back over it. And I'm even gonna blend everything even more. Making sure that I don't have like blobs, okay, of ink color. And see, the minute that I go back over it the second time, it takes that right out. I'm left-handed, so I get into my own way there. Just like that. Okay, now, let me get my color lifter here. That's right here. I think I went outside the lines right here just a little bit. We're going to cut these out anyway, just a second. Okay, now, all right, now let's compare. This is definitely a darker technique than this one. Okay, so it doesn't matter how you want to do it or whichever way you do it. They both come out beautiful. It all depends on the shading that you would like. This one, again, with the light, I went over it twice. It's still light, but it has those beautiful highlights of darker color in it. And this one here is definitely darker all the way around with darker highlights. And I like them both. But it all depends on, you know, what you want to do. Okay, now, let me get the big shot in here. And guys, I have no idea how my plates worked. Okay, these are brand new plates, okay? They bent within the matter of hours the first day of getting them because I cut like crazy, okay? So I flip them around whenever they warp, okay? And then usually they go and, you know, they do well and then they warp on the other side. I don't know, knock wood, okay, or this is plastic, where's wood? I don't know. There's sheetrock, okay, knock wood. They have not bowed up again. I am a little amazed at these. I've never had this happen where they've stayed flat. They have stayed flat for so long. I don't know what happened here, but like I said, they got a little, you know, they bowed up right away. You know how they get that like cup, okay, look to them. And I had gotten the last set that Hobby Lobby had here, and they have, ever since I turned them around, they're flat. And it's been a week now, and I've been like, okay, they're going to bow in any minute now, you know, but no, got lucky on that, right? Okay, let's take those off. Let's throw that away. And let me move this to the side, but we will be using it again. Okay. And you know, at that point, when I bring that in, I'm always like, wow, I can't wait for the new mini to come in. That'll be my first purchase. Okay, now our flowers, we're just going to place them on our little trellis, like that I'm calling it. Okay, I see I need a little bit more here and a little bit more here, right? Let me get that gray granite out. Now's the time to add it. Let me get my stamp, and I'm gonna go that way. Okay. Yeah, that's the way I want it. Okay. And then over here, come in that way. Just brought it out just a little bit. Alrighty, there we go. Nice. Okay, now for this, I'm just going to tombow them down because it's going on the inside of the envelope. Look at how that bleeds through, right? Really does, those alcohol markers. Just here. And here. I love to decorate the inside of my envelopes. Let's see, I think I'm going to place this one coming down or going up. I place the other one going down. I want them both going up this time. Cute. Adorable. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get the inside layer of this card. And look how pretty that Calypso Coral looks against that petal pink. right here. Oh, that's so pretty. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, thank you. Let me move my dies out of the way. I don't want to lose them, of course. Okay. Good. Now let's put that on the base of our card here. Some Tombow. Right there. Oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. What an elegant set. There's a lot to do with this set. And the, oh, good morning, Carol. Good morning. There's really a lot to do. That's so pretty. A lot to do with that. Okay, now let's go ahead and start putting our layers down. Here's our black. Remember, the black's a little bit bigger. It's 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And we have like a 1/16 of an inch border around these. Just very, very skinny border. Okay, guys? Very skinny on this. The white, the black, and the gray DSP. Just so pretty. Look, even that would look great with that right there, right? So with just a little bit of black, just that little bit of a frame really, really makes it stand out. But we're going to glue this side down because we're using this other side as decorative. All right, here we go, right here. We still have a big flower to stamp and color and cut out, but we're good. We can go ahead. Let's go ahead and get our envelope done. We're going to use some old olive. Let me put my gray granite away. I believe I'm done with that. And I want our little leaves here. These leaves are in the stamp set right here, but they also have dies to cut them out. I'm so happy with that. I'm really, really thrilled with, I want those to overlap. See that? Oh, they're distinctive. Oh, thank you so much, Carol. I appreciate that. Thank you. And here is, let's get the back. I just want them to overlap together and be friendly. There we go. Friendly leaves, right? Okay, so now we have the envelope done. We have almost the front of the card done. Let's do our stamping right here. And we'll do that in Calypso Coral. Love and thanks to a dear friend. Isn't that so pretty? Just really pretty sentiments. Right here in the center, this is just a rectangle stitched. Adorable. And then that will get just 3 dimensionals. Right here. And we'll get this element ready so that when we are ready to put it on, we'll even get the backs off, right? Good. We'll set that aside. And let's bring this in. Now, our little element right here, we're going to put this down here, and I already cut these out. This is just scrap white. And this time, instead of using it to frame out, like I said, the inside of this card that I did on Sunday, I'm going to frame out my DSP on this one, but the other way. So isn't that is just so much fun. And here is that die. Let me show you this. Here is that one. It's long. So it cuts and it embosses. Just too much fun. Too much fun. Okay, oh, while I'm doing this, let me tell you, okay? I got a thing in the mail about jury duty, and it's on the 30th of the month, which is it's a Tuesday at the end of the month. So right here, and let's look at this before I tell you all about what's going on. See how it is embossed? So pretty. We definitely want to see that. Okay. So make sure when you place this that you see those little dots, those little loops, I should say, the loops that make the dots right there. Make sure that that you can see them. So I kind of take that and go right underneath it, and then that makes it even, right? So Tuesday the 30th, I think I'm going to have to take the whole week off. I don't understand. I took it to my doctor thinking he would say, no, you absolutely cannot do that. And he just looked at me and he said, oh, you'll be fine to do jury duty. And I went, oh, I don't know. I don't know. When I take them my medical, I don't know if they're going to want me to stay or not. So we'll just let them make that decision and whatever. Okay, so there we go there. And I've just manipulated this a little bit with my fingers. I love the scallop piece. I definitely do. Now, I turn this over and I even all this up to the DSP. So what I'm saying is I'm taking the last week of the month off. That's what I'm saying right now because I think that that's safe. I don't want to say that I'm going to be on here and then not. And I don't know how, I've never done this before. So now I'm going to glue this down with Tombow. So I've never done this before. So I really don't know how it works. So I'm afraid and that I might get into a little bit of a quarry there with doing my lives. And so it is the last week of June going into July 4th week. Okay. So I figured maybe a lot of people might go on vacation anyway. So that's what I'm going by there. And I'm just going to take the week off. And I'm putting this down here, but over to the right just a little bit. I'm offsetting it just like that. Okay. Now let's bring in another piece of scrap paper here. And some memento and the big flower. Oh, I love this. Now I'm going to take this and take ink to stamp. Okay, because it's big. This Stamparatus would be fantastic to use also at this point, but I did okay. I get called every 2 years. Oh, okay. Okay, I was like, oh my goodness, what in the world could be going on that, I mean, do you stay? What happens? Sad face, got to go. Oh, okay, Karen. Hey, you could catch the replay, Karen. Catch the replay. And you can finish it. It's okay. All right, now we're going to bring this in. And I'm going to stamp my flower here. I'm going to press. Beautiful. Okay, it's very wet. I can see it. I can see that ink is excessively wet. Okay, so what we do then is turn on the heat gun and dry it. If I wasn't on camera, let's see, I just called about 2 years ago. Whoop. Now what happened here? Where did we go? I want to see that comment. Oh, right, Nancy. Okay, it is a list. Promptly forgot about it and didn't go. They haven't called me back. Oh, well, yeah, I'm afraid not to go because it come like a subpoena in the mail. And I was like, oh, okay. It was so, and I don't know if I should call there and tell them, and I don't know what, I'm just going to go on Tuesday at 10:30 and they can make a decision on the 30th then. I don't know. Okay. I'm drying this. A lot of times you get there, then they send you home, but there's a time you are there a week. Oh, okay. Okay, see, I don't know about this stuff. Yeah, so I don't know what to do. So I thought the best thing, hopefully you won't have to go back after the first day. Oh, okay. Oh, that would be, okay. Okay. So now I'll just say Tuesday the 30th, I'm going to cancel that live here on YouTube, okay? But now I'm going to bring in my old olive right here, and I'm going to use the nib tip. It's light, and I'm going to get all of these leaves. Okay, so then that's what I'll say. I'll cancel that. I kind of really didn't want to take the week off, you know, because I mean, it's my thing. I look forward to, you know what this does? Here's what this does, okay? Is that on today's Tuesday, on Monday, I'm like, okay, I have to create a card because I have a live, okay? And so it gives me purpose and direction in my job here, or my crafting corner, and it helps me to stay focused. You know, else you fly by the seat of your pants, and it's like, well, I'll do this today, I'll come on here. You know, I have a schedule, love my schedule, and I look forward to it, and now this is going to get in the way. So, but I do vote, so I've heard that, you know, if you have voter registration, that's how they pick you, I guess. So I don't know. But yeah, okay, so I won't be on here on Tuesday. I'm not sure about Wednesday then for my live with Facebook. Oh, that's so pretty. Isn't that pretty? Because look, it's Stampin' Up. Okay, take a book to read in case you're there. Oh, no. Yes, your license and voter's registration. Oh, okay. I have both of those in my wallet. Okay, in my state, you get a phone number to call the night before. Oh. On what trial you get? My friend was on a trial for a month. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my. Okay. Well, we'll just see what goes on. Yeah, no, that can't. Well, if that happens, okay, let me think here. If something like that happens, I'm thinking fast too. We'll switch it to evenings. Remember, they pull your name off your driver's license. Okay, in VA, they assign you a month and you call in every Wednesday to see if you're on the schedule or not. And you got removed permanently, Diane. Okay. Oh, I don't know. When I take that letter from the doctor, I don't know what they're going to say. You know, we have had an outbreak here, okay? In Merritt, they pull your name off your driver's license. Okay. Thank you, Mary. I have no idea. Okay, so, wow, that's a lot to know. Yeah, so if something happens to where like it's a month, we will just redirect these to a different time for a month. Okay, I'll say that because that's not going to happen. It's not like I'm not going to do this for a month. I don't want that. Okay, so yeah, if that happens, we'll just redirect the time. So just hang in there with me through this. Let them know you're a high risk for the virus. Yes, I'm going to bring, but my doctor was like, oh no, you'll be okay. I'm like, no, I don't think so. And so maybe that's why I haven't been. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have that, Susan. Okay, this is dark petal pink. And I'm coming in here to the dark areas. I wanted the bud to look lighter than the open flower. And that's why I did it like this. So dark petal pink in there. And then light petal pink. And this will just shade that in nicely. Cute. That could actually use more dark in it, right? Let me use that nib tip. It is a little bit darker. There we go. Yes. I had to look through the camera to see how that was looking. Okay. Just adding. That light petal pink is very, very light. Caregivers don't have to do jury duty. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I am just at a loss at this point, but it is the last week of the month, and I'm going to be probably having to pre-order the 1st of July for the holiday catalog. I can't even believe I'm talking about that. If you join my team, you'll get to do that. You'll get to pre-order from the holiday catalog in July. There's our greenery done. Now we're going to do this. How do I want to do it? I want to do it light. Okay. I'm going to color the entire flower light, like I did the inside one of the inside ones. So we're going to color this entire thing light. And see where that dark is, where the black is, then we will come back in with the darker and then go back over it. Really, you don't have to do anything. I mean, if you didn't want to. If you just wanted to leave it one color, you could, because like I say, Stampin' Up! Takes care of all of this shading for us, which I'm so happy for. This is just really fast coloring when it's just one shade. And this one has a nice, huge die to it. Love that. So here we go up through here. Oop, I got a little careless in there. That's okay. There we go. Get this edge around here. And the thing with these blends is that you have got to have a very light touch. Right now I'm not in the inside, but when you go around the outside, you have to have that little bit of a lighter touch. Isn't that so pretty? Even just like that, you wouldn't have to do a thing to it if you didn't want to. Now you can barely see it, but I can. Right there and here. Okay, now I'm going to come back in with the darker, and I'm just going to come in through here, adding some dark in all the areas that Stampin' Up!, or most of the areas, I guess, that Stampin' Up! Put all of this wonderful highlighting for us. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to come back in with the light and the brush tip and go over everything again. And it reactivates that ink. It blends it out. I think that looks so pretty. It pulls some of that darkness into the other part of the flower. Just kind of using wispy strokes. See, and as I'm doing that, I'm pulling that color out where it was dark and putting it into the lighter part of the flower. There's a lot of ways that you could use these blends. But always remember, when you touch it again, you reactivate the ink and then it spreads. And that's why they're called blends, because everything is blending so nicely all on its own. This is like so easy for me. Just right in there. Oh, so pretty. We're almost done. Oh, there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness, at the shading of that flower. Okay, now let's bring that big shot in. And we have this huge die. I love this. So pretty. And remember, with the Stampin' Up! The new dies, you should see no white around, but you will still get a white border. I love that there are never any lines left after. I know, right, Carol? Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Susan. It's fast coloring. It's not difficult whatsoever. Yes, I do. I love that the ink just We do get pretty holiday catalog for, yes, we do, for pre-order. We really, really do get a beautiful holiday catalog for pre-order. And, you know, so now's the time to join so that you could do that and get your 20%. And remember, if you're a demonstrator, get your 20% off your paper pumpkin. If you do paper pumpkin also, guys, you get 20% off of everything, you know, until you get up to a level, and then you go up to 25. Okay, now this one, watch this. Nothing. Bam. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's use some dimensionals. Let's see, we'll just prop some up in here and probably cut some also. There we go. Let's put some down here, okay? Let me get these sides a little bit in here. Always use every bit of your dimensionals. Do not throw out not one piece. The whole sheet can be used. I was afraid I was toward the edge there. And now these little straight pieces from in between are great for stems. See? Fantastic for holding up stems. There we go. Nice. Let's take our little backs off. So thank you so much for informing me about jury duty. So definitely on the 30th, I will not be on here. And we'll just we'll just see, okay? We'll play it by ear, and I will keep you guys informed through Facebook, or I might just write a message on here, you know, on YouTube. Okay, let's add this here. And we just want that at a little angle. I kind of want it toward the left a little bit because this is toward the right a little bit, okay? Just like that. Oh, cute. Now let's use these faceted gems. And this time I'm going to use the ones that have the sparkles in it. There's 3 kinds of gems on here. Thank you, Susan. 3 kinds. There's like a crystally one that's you could see through. This is kind of a frosted, almost petal pink looking. And this is frosted, but it has almost like glitter in it. And we're going to use those on this one. I want a large one up in this corner. And again, I don't want to put it in the middle of here, okay? I definitely want to like come here because I want these little pluses to show. Just like that. And then 2 smaller ones in our pink area here. Just like, I'm going to put this one up here. That. Okay, here we go. Here's our cards for today. Yay. Where'd my envelope go? Here it is. All right. I hope you guys will, if you've got this set, I hope you will try coloring your peony. They come out absolutely beautiful. Oh, all right, great. And then I hope that you will try to make one of these 3-dimensional flowers. Like I said, this one I put Wink of Stella all over, and I really love it with the Wink of Stella all over it. It's a nice weight also. When you put all of this together, it's almost like chipboard. So try that flower also. And here's ours for today. Please go over to my Facebook page tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. and we will have another beautiful card to make. I don't know what we're doing yet. I'll design that today. And if you're just hanging out today, be safe and do some happy crafting. Thanks again for watching. Have a wonderful day.